You know that feeling when you wake up in the morning and before you even open your eyes, the exhaustion has already settled in? Not the kind of exhaustion that a good night's sleep fixes. The deep kind. The kind that sits in your bones, your joints, your mind. You drag yourself out of bed, you look in the mirror, and somewhere in the back of your thoughts you wonder, why does everything feel so hard right now? If that hits close to home, I need you to stay with me for the next few minutes. Because what I am about to share with you changed everything for thousands of people who felt exactly the way you feel right now. And the craziest part? It starts with something as simple as what you put on your plate. Before we get into all 7, I want to mention that we have related programs linked down below in the video description that go much deeper into this. And right now those resources are available, but not for long. Most people scroll past things like that and then wonder 6 months later why nothing has changed. Don't be that person. Check them out after this video. Now let's talk about food number 1. Blueberries. These tiny little things look almost too simple to matter. But here is what happens inside your body when you eat them consistently. Blueberries are loaded with something called anthocyanins. These are natural compounds that cross directly into your brain tissue. Studies have shown that people who eat blueberries regularly show measurable improvements in memory, focus, and processing speed in as little as 12 weeks. 12 weeks. That is 3 months to start thinking more clearly than you have in years. But here is the emotional part nobody talks about. Brain fog is not just annoying. It is isolating. You sit in a conversation and you lose your train of thought. You walk into a room and forget why. You read the same paragraph 3 times. And slowly, without even realizing it, you start pulling back from life because you feel like something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. Your brain is just starving for the right nutrients. And blueberries are one of the most powerful first steps you can take. Food number 2, salmon. Now before you think this is too complicated or too expensive, stay with me. Even 2 servings per week of wild salmon delivers enough omega-3 fatty acids to begin reducing chronic inflammation in your body. And inflammation is the hidden enemy. It is connected to joint pain, heart disease, depression, poor sleep, slow healing, and even brain decline. Scientists have spent decades connecting the dots and the evidence is overwhelming. Omega-3 fatty acids work like a natural anti-inflammatory system your body desperately needs. Think about the last time you felt that dull ache in your knees, your lower back, your shoulders. You probably wrote it off as getting older or working too hard. But inflammation is often driving that pain from the inside out. 2 servings of salmon per week. That is a small investment for a massive return in how your body actually feels day to day. Food number 3, leafy greens. Spinach, kale, arugula. I know, you have heard it before. But let me tell you something that most people skip over. Leafy greens are packed with magnesium, and the majority of people are chronically deficient in magnesium without knowing it. What does magnesium deficiency feel like? Trouble sleeping, muscle cramps, anxiety that seems to come out of nowhere. A racing mind at 2 in the morning when all you want is rest. Restoring magnesium levels through real food, not just supplements, has been shown in research to improve sleep quality, reduce anxiety symptoms, and regulate the nervous system within weeks. Weeks. Not years. If you have been waking up exhausted and going to bed wired, your body may just be screaming for more of what leafy greens deliver. Food number 4. And this one surprises people every single time. Fermented foods. We are talking kimchi, plain yogurt with live cultures, sauerkraut. Your gut is not just responsible for digestion. Scientists now call it your second brain. The gut produces over 90% of your body's serotonin. 90%. That means your mood, your motivation, your emotional resilience, your ability to handle stress, all of it is deeply connected to what is living inside your gut microbiome. When the gut is inflamed and out of balance, people feel it as depression, brain fog, low motivation, and a kind of emotional numbness that is really hard to explain to someone else. When beneficial bacteria are restored through fermented foods, people consistently report feeling lighter, calmer, more emotionally stable within 30 to 60 days. That is a complete emotional transformation driven by what you eat for lunch. Food number 5. Walnuts. A small handful of walnuts contains a unique form of omega-3 called ALA, along with polyphenols that researchers have specifically linked to reducing cortisol, which is your primary stress hormone. Cortisol is the thing that keeps you in fight or flight mode when there is nothing actually chasing you. It is the reason your jaw is clenched right now. It is the reason you carry tension in your neck and shoulders constantly. Chronic elevated cortisol accelerates aging, disrupts sleep, tanks your immune system, and causes fat storage, especially around the midsection. Walnuts work quietly in the background, day after day, helping your nervous system come down from that constant state of alarm. A handful a day. That is it. And within weeks you may notice you are sleeping deeper, reacting less, and feeling more present in your own life. Food number 6. Sweet potatoes. rich in beta-carotene, potassium, and complex carbohydrates that stabilize blood sugar without crashing your energy levels. Here is what unstable blood sugar actually feels like from the inside. You eat. You feel okay for about an hour. Then the crash hits. Suddenly you are irritable, you cannot focus, you feel shaky, you reach for sugar or caffeine just to function. Then the cycle repeats itself all day long, every single day. This is why so many people feel like they are constantly fighting their own bodies just to get through a normal afternoon. Sweet potatoes break that cycle. They provide slow-burning energy that keeps you steady, focused, and emotionally balanced for hours. People who shift towards stable blood sugar foods consistently report that their mood becomes more predictable, their cravings drop dramatically, and they finally feel like they are in control of their energy again. That alone is worth everything. Food number 7. Turmeric. The active compound in turmeric, curcumin, has been studied in over 3,000 published research papers. Evidence connects it to reduced inflammation, improved joint function, protection against cognitive decline, and even support for emotional well-being through its effect on neurotransmitter activity. But here is the thing about turmeric: a small amount goes a long way, and combining it with black pepper increases its absorption in the body by up to 2,000%. 2,000%. That is not a typo. A pinch of black pepper with your turmeric turns a good food into something genuinely powerful. People dealing with chronic joint pain, mental fatigue, and persistent low mood have reported noticeable shifts in how they feel within 4 to 6 weeks of consistent daily use. Now let me be completely honest with you about something. These 7 foods are real, the science behind them is real, and the changes they can create in your body and your life are real. But knowing about them is only 10% of the equation. The other 90% is having a structured, personalized approach that tells you exactly how to incorporate them in the right amounts, at the right times, in the right combinations for your specific situation. And that is where most people fall short. Not because they are lazy, not because they lack willpower, because they never had the right roadmap. They try a few things, see inconsistent results, and quietly give up. And then another year passes and nothing has changed. We have related programs linked down below in the video description that give you exactly that roadmap. If you have been sitting here nodding your head, recognizing yourself in what I have been describing, those resources were built for you specifically. The people who act on this today are the ones who look back 6 months from now and cannot believe how different they feel. The ones who scroll past and say maybe later are the ones who will be in the exact same place watching another video just like this one. The link is right there. The decision is yours. Make it now.